Insert some comment about Sydney cycling infrastructure, right? So yeah, heading over to one of our favourite haunts. When I say favourite, I actually mean dreaded haunts, Toronga Zoo. Like, I'm sure you've watched this video enough to know that we do use this a little bit just as a climbing reps. It's nice and easy. It's not too far from my house. It's like 24 minutes to get out here. So what we're going to do, well, I'm just going to do some reps on it. Jesse's out here as well. He's doing some SE stuff out here. And then I was keen to maybe head to the cafe and we could have a bit of a chat just about training, what's coming up, and that kind of thing. Should be interesting, all right? Wasn't pretty, kids. Wasn't pretty. It's interesting. So I found getting back into that. First 2 minutes of the efforts were horrendous. It's just that first blast of intensity is just like, whoo, straight into the legs. You know that feeling? The amount of times you get a minute or two in and you're just like, yeah, that's it. Do you want to have a talk a little bit maybe just about your mindset getting back into training and maybe how it differs in 2021, 22?
Yeah, and I've had a few false starts already in the past couple of months. I think because what I would usually do is be like, all right, I'm training now, and I'd be like, all right, I want to do 15 hours a week, but because I'm still kind of busy, it's not really working. I get like 3 days into it, and then I'm like, oh, I can't be bothered doing a 4-hour ride, and it ruins it. So now I'm just going for the everyday approach. So like yesterday, I just did 50 minutes. I think that's going to be the best option for me to get fit again, but without it being this huge annoyance in my life. Even if it's 45 minutes, and do that for a couple of months, and it should be back.
He's on his gravel bike this morning. There's a few little pitfalls you can fall down with that though.
I think we've put out enough gravel bike propaganda already on why it's good. 2 things, and someone mentioned this in one of my comments. Are they like, am I concerned about the position? Because obviously it's more upright, it's not matching the road bike position. So is that an issue? And for me, not really, because I'm still riding the road bike maybe half the time. And I do specific position stuff on the road bike to make sure I'm efficient in the aero position. So yeah, there's a slight difference in position, more upright, not as long a reach. And then I guess the other thing is like power meters. But I'm lucky because I've got ASIO Maduos on both, and I've tested them and they both read almost exactly the same. So I don't have an issue with like going out and doing really hard efforts on the gravel bike and then being like, oh, but the power doesn't really match. So I don't have that issue, but it would be for some of the people I coach, they have gravel bikes. Some of them have power meters, some of them don't. And even then it's like, if you've got like a Quark on your gravel bike and pedal like ASIOMAs on your road bike, you just need to be careful if you're going and doing really hard efforts on the gravel bike that you take that power with a grain of salt. So that takes a bit of weighing up.
Can I just throw this in? His gravel bike is set up as a road bike. Like, it's legit a road bike. He's got road pedals on it. When was the last time that gravel bike was on gravel?
Oh, this morning I come across the park at Clifton Gardens.
Yeah, okay.
A bit of sand.
My gravel bike is totally different. The geometry is totally different. I can't get it really near my road bike. That meaning, like, the saddle position, right, is way further back than I can ever get to on the road bike. That comes back to, I think I did a video where I was talking about what gravel bike do you want to get. Like for him, the gravel bike he's got is perfect because it spends 4% of its time on gravel, 96% of its time as a training bike kind of thing. Whereas my gravel bike is designed to be gravel bike.
And we can see that, like when we go riding together, and I see you on the gravel bike, I'm like, you look totally out of place.
And when we did that one gravel failure day together, like I'm miles ahead of him and on the gravel because I've just got this bike perfectly set up for it, whereas he doesn't.
We'll blame that on the bike.
Yeah, blame that on the bike.
I mean, with some finagling though, like if you...
What's that word again?
Finagling.
Good word.
With some finagling. Like if you bought a different seat post, like a zero offset seat post, got a saddle with longer rails, maybe you could get it further forward.
I don't want to. Yeah, that's my point. Like I don't want to. I want to be able to go and do drops and hoods and ride 130 Ks, which will all be gravel. I'm going to do Beechworth Classic. That's actually where I met Aiden last year. Shout out Aiden. He impressed on gravel. But yeah, like, and I got around with Tasman Man Curvis that day. Tasman is a legit top level Australian mountain biker, and that was due to me having a good setup for that situation. His bike, he would have been dead. Like he would have.
Have you seen those saddles that have like you can flip them forward and back?
Yeah.
I wonder if they'd be any good.
Like perfect example. My gravel bike has mountain bike cleats on it. What does yours have?
Road. Yeah.
Like that to me just says everything. I make this out like I'm some sort of hardcore gravel rider. When was the last time I did a gravel day?
Wasn't it the day that we had the fail?
3-day Rapha ride.
Oh, you did too. Okay.
I'm like overnight at gravel. I've basically done everything that the marketing people tell me I should do. I'm going to cut to a final shot of us sitting here, and it's going to be shot, ladies and gentlemen, in ProRes. Okay? ProRes. On a phone. Now, I can probably shoot about 4 seconds of this before my phone blows up with how much memory it's going to take. But prepare yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, for crystal clear ProRes. So welcome to Clifton Gardens, kids. We're back actually in the belly of the beast. You know, what a different character Jesse Coyle is these days. We did a few repeats and then he goes, oh, I really want to get this Instagram picture. Who are you and what have you done with Jesse? I think this is as close as the Russians are going to let us get, Jesse. No, it's one of ours. One of our dump trucks. Is that nuclear powered, that one, do you think? Current affairs. You get current affairs here on this channel as well. What have you done for me, mate?
We got a Halloween shirt. So I've done lots of them. Lots of things that you can say when someone comes to the door for trick-or-treating. I've got Happy Halloween, Zombie Zone, Pumpkin's House, Black Cat Warning, This is a Haunted House, Enter If You Dare.
So as you saw, guys, the girls gave me a list of things that I say when the people come. Now I thought it'd be weird for me to stick a camera in the front of kids who just randomly turn up. So we thought what we'll do is I've chosen the line that I'm going to use. Enter if you dare.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. I would like to see a trick.
Okay. I want a treat. Okay. You got it. Let me start.
And for that awesome trick, you get a thing.
Thing.
Did I do it right? I did it right. Happy Halloween to all those people out there who do these things. I have no idea what I'm doing. To all the children of Balmain who come here this evening, I'm sorry, I'm very bad at this. If you do see Hermione, let me know. Or what's currently... Kiri is currently Crookshanks. Though there was a moment about 20 minutes ago where she was a fox.
Yeah.
She's decided that's next year. We will see you next week. was just thinking, I think that's potentially a hobby you could sink more money into than cycling. Diving. Think of the gear. And it's like, you can't sort of take the cheap option, because it's like, oh yeah, I'll just get this at a dodgy AliExpress, like, tank. Oh dear, 30 meters down. Stop working. There you go. Hobbies that are more sinkholes for cash than cycling. Let us know down below. Anything horse related, I would imagine, gets up there.